Greetings Goofy Goobers, in this video I'm going to show you some cool spear/mace tech that you can use in fights and general gameplay, and it involves a ton of attribute swapping. So here, if I stand on the red wool, I am 6 blocks away from the player, and I can hit them with the spear, but not the sword, and on the blue wool I am 5 blocks away from the player and I can hit the player with the spear, and the sword. So here, if I stand on the red wool, I can attribute swap from the spear to the sword, essentially, giving the sword reach, but it won't do much damage, because the spear only does 5 HP of damage, and doing this will also be slow. Instead, you should attribute swap from your sword to your spear, to deal 8 HP of damage, and also have reach, so that you can hit your opponents without them hitting you back, but this will also be quite useless if you don't have a second spear without lunge, because attribute swapping from your sword to the spear will use the lunge enchantment, making you lunge toward your opponent and let them hit you back. This reach can be used in macing too. If you attribute swap from your spear to your mace, you can essentially have reach on your mace too, but this too will do a little less damage because the netherite spear does 5 HP of damage, and the mace does 6, but your chances of getting hit back by your opponent are little to none if you space yourself correctly, but the spear charges up faster than the mace, so if you time yourself well you can do even more damage than a regular mace, plus reach. Now some lunge tech that bypasses the spear cooldown. If you attribute swap from something that has no cooldown like your fist, to a lunge enchanted spear, you can lunge insanely faster. If mastered, you can lunge 3 to 4 times a second. This also lets you be agile. But keep in mind you will need to eat a lot because the lunge enchantment drains your saturation every time you lunge. If your opponent is using a shield, you can use the lunge and reach tech of the spear, by wind charging, attribute swapping to the spear, going behind your opponent, and attribute swapping to the mace. This works really well because even if you get lunged too far back, you can attribute swap from the spear to the mace using its reach. Because of the spear's reach, stun slamming is easier to perform now. If you fall onto your opponent with the spear, attribute swap to the axe, then hit with the mace, you will be able to disable their shield from a higher height, giving you a larger window to mace them. That's all the new spear tech that will be used in modern PvP. If you liked the video, consider giving it a like or subscribing. This is my first video after all, and also please give some suggestions for the next video. Thanks for watching.